Thank you for staying with us. Reactions continue to emerge following the death of Chief Edwin Clark, a leading nationalist and Igboke leader who died on Monday night. Elder Edwin Clark was a distinguished figure who served as Commissioner for Education in the Midwestern region from 1968 to 1971. He later took on the role of Commissioner for Finance and Establishment in the defunct Bendel State from 1972 to 1975. At the federal level, he was appointed Commissioner for Information in 1975 and subsequently served as a senator from 1979 to 1983. Throughout his career, Clark dedicated much of his time to promoting inter-ethnic harmony and security in the Niger Delta region. Joining us via Zoom from Enugu for this conversation is PR consultant, public affairs analyst, Dr. Ambrose Igboke. Ambrose, good morning. It's good to have you join us.
And this is my first time on the brand new studio. Congratulations to TVC.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, the death of Pa Edwin Clark coming on the heels of the passing of the Pan-Yoruba leader, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, and so many have been speaking about the passing of these persons. But let's get your perspective on the person of Edwin Clark, what he stood for the Igboke people and the nation at large.
Now, I think the Igboke people have been lucky, very, very lucky with some nationalistic leaders over the years. One of them is Pa Edwin Clark. He has been there. Remember the job Asika Dakaburu, people like Kensaro Wiwa, even the younger brother of Pa Edwin Clark through his poem, J.P. Clark. But Pa Edwin Clark has been around for a very long time. Most of these other leaders have a short spell. They didn't live as long as Pa Edwin Clark. Pa Edwin Clark has been there since the 50s, when he became a councillor in the old, Bomadi, where he, since 1956, where he has been a councillor, came back, joined the NCNC, West African Student Union when he was in London, came back, joined the NCNC for the First Republic, and he has been very active. There's something that distinguishes Pa Edwin Clark. It's not just a politician. He's an advocate for his people. And he's vociferous. He's not a quiet person that just looks the other way when things go wrong. Many leaders in his generation stood out for something, and he stood out and continued, even in the face of losing government patronage. He still castigates or criticizes every government in power that feels that offending his people. He looks out for policies against his people and talks about it. And he has written so many open letters, to different presidents and heads of state. He's not afraid to speak his mind. And, during the twilight of his life, in the last 10, 15 years, he has gone beyond the Igboke region. He has gone beyond that to see how to unite the southern Nigeria by midwifing the creation and establishment of Southern Middle Belt Forum, which he headed, and then of course Pa Adebanjo was also his vice. So it's very an eerie coincidence that his deputy left just a few days apart, a few hours, maybe 36 or 72 hours apart. And then he followed immediately. So that was an eerie coincidence that sometimes in our sign as the mystical nature of life. So Pa Edwin Clark, to all intents and purposes, lived a fulfilled life.
Interesting.